This episode is proudly sponsored by Youthfully. Ever feel like the world's got a million problems and no one your age seems to care? Wish there was a place where you could make a real difference side by side with other passionate young people. Well, there is. Youthfully, a youth organization right here in Rivers State, and the sponsor of this podcast today is in Nigeria and is on a mission to tackle the world's toughest challenge, from climate change to social justice. But here's the thing, we can't do it without you. At Youthfully, inclusivity is our middle name. No matter your background, your belief, or your interest, there's a place for you at our table. We're all about ending youth disengagement, and that means creating a space where everyone feels heard, valued, and empowered to make change. So are you ready to step up, be heard, and make a real impact? Youthfully is looking for passionate young minds just like yours. Join our movement and be a part of the solution. Shoot us an email at fellowteenagers@gmail.com, and together let's change the world. Welcome back, listeners. This is Rhian, and this is Rhian Digital Space. I am your host, and this is a podcast that explores the ever-evolving digital landscape and helps you navigate through it. And today, we will have an exciting topic to talk about and to deliberate on. So, as usual, stay tuned. Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty of the matter. To kick things off, let's start about why skill acquisition is so important in today's digital age. Firstly, let's just say we live in a time where technology is advancing rapidly and industries are constantly evolving. So acquiring new skills not only enhances our employability, but also allows us to adapt to changing circumstances and seize new abilities. So whether you're an aspiring professional or simply seeking personal growth, skill acquisition is a life and game changer that should be present. Now, let us explore some effective strategies for acquiring new skills. The first step is identifying what skills you want to develop. Take some time to reflect on your goals, interests, and the areas you'd like to improve on. This self-assessment will help you narrow down your focus and make the learning process more targeted and more efficient. Powerful resources for skill acquisition is, of course, the internet. The digital world offers a vast array of online courses, tutorial, and resources that cater for almost every skill imaginable. Platforms like Coursera, Udemy, LinkedIn Learning are excellent starting points to explore and find courses that align with your interests. Many of these platforms offer both free and paid options, so you can choose what works best for you, But above all, learning online is easier because nowadays everything is so digital, and online is, for me, I don't know for you, but online is the best. It's the best way to learn. It's so much easier. I recently took a course and it was so much easier learning online. Like, I understood online than in person. I know it may seem weird, but that's what actually happened. I understood the whole course, and this was something that one of the topics in the course I was actually taught back in high school. So when I went through the course, I was like, oh my god, but I understood it more when I was trying to do it online. So I advise you to look for the options that should suit you, the payable options or the free options, and just choose what works for you. Look for an online course that you want to study. Go right ahead and take that skill and grasp it into your own hands to be yours. Hey everyone, what's up guys? How are you guys doing? It is Rhian and I am your host, and welcome back to Rhian's Digital Space. Today we're diving into a topic that gets everyone's heart pumping: income skills. In today's digital age, the traditional 9 to 5 isn't the only path to financial freedom. There's a whole world of income skills waiting to be explored, and I'm happy to be your guide. Now let's get into business. So let's face it, the way we work is rapidly changing, right? I mean, the system our moms and dads used professionally is not what we're using now. Even the type of jobs that existed during our mom's reign, her era, it's not what is existing now, right? So the way we work is rapidly changing. A 2023 study by Upwork found that over 59 million Americans freelanced in the past year. You can imagine how big of a number that is. And freelancing is what you'd call a flow with the wave kind of operation online. And 59 million Americans did this in the past year. That's to tell you how many people don't give like a BS about professional jobs anymore. They just want something from the comfort of their house. And if there's anything I've noticed that is the most striking point of appeal for the Gen Z, is doing things for the comfort and convenience of like their comfort zones. We don't go out anymore to buy things because we can just order them online. Even food, we can order food online. And our job, we don't have to go outside to work. We can just work from home. So Gen Z is just let me just say we are lazy. So we are lazy. So that's a massive chunk of workforce, 59 million Americans opting for more flexibility and control over their income. And it's not just freelancing. The rise of the gig economy, remote work opportunities, and the creator economy are opening doors to new ways. Now, the gig economy is like, it's working online, doing stuff online. That's what we mean by gig economy. And then we mean remote work opportunities, like you could work for a company that's in India but you're based here in Africa. Like, that's a remote work. Then of course the creator economy, which I am going to do a podcast on very soon. So y'all should chill. Yeah, y'all should chill, because I'll do a podcast on that very soon. The creator economy is, of course, content creators. You're making creations of content of something of sorts, Now, let's talk about the power of income skills. What exactly are income skills? These are specialized abilities that you can leverage to generate an income. Think of them as superpowers for the digital age. Mastering these skills allow you to create value for others, whether it's building a website for a client, designing graphics for a social media, or writing a compelling blog post, or marketing a business, or managing ads, All these are online opportunities and advantages. Here's the beauty of income skills. So I wrote a few points down that I'm going to be going through with you. With income skills, there's flexibility. You get to be your own boss, set your own work hours, and work from anywhere with an internet connection. Like, I am in the comfort of my bedroom now, making this podcast, and it is 2 a.m. in the morning. That is to tell you that I am my own boss. I make my own schedule, I fix it, make it right, and I go for it. So when you are self-employed, especially working online, there is so much flexibility to do what you want in your work, so much creative freedom. I can decide to, okay, I don't want my banner to be pink anymore, I want my banner to be blue. Okay, I don't want my username to be this, I want it to be that. Okay, I want to earn this way, I want to earn through automated ads, I don't want to earn through paid promotions anymore. So you can decide how you want to do your business, how you want to set it up. Even your workspace, you get to decide. You're your own boss. You do it, girl. Then, variety. Explore different projects and keep things interesting. No more monotonous routines. Okay, let me explain what that whole sentence means. For instance, my mom, okay, she is a marketing strategist, right? And that's what she studied. And that is what she's going to do for the rest of her life, right? But there is no room to be something else. No, she can have hobbies. Like, she could be a baker, she could be a cook, a chef. She could be that and be a marketing strategist. It's fine, but we just have to say how it's so autonomizing and monotonous. There's not really much freedom. But when you're like in the comfort of your house doing things, I am podcasting. I'm a podcaster. I am a blogger. I am an environmentalist. I am an activist. And I have a whole youth organization. And I keep all these things running with schoolwork. And of course, my other ventures in different places. Isn't that amazing? There is variety of options to choose from, and it is beautiful because there's no more keeping yourself to one thing. Just explore. That's the beauty of working from your comfort zone. The fact that you're in your comfort zone means that it's your own ready space. You can take up as much as you need to. Scalability. The more you develop your skills, the more you potentially earn. The sky's your limit. Now, if you're working in a company, like, I always like giving illustrations so that you guys can understand. If you're working in a company, now let's just use a professional setting, and you are the lobby receptionist, right? Now, let me give you an order of hierarchy. The way you will get paid, the range of your payment will obviously be lower compared to that of the secretary of the project manager, right? And of course, the project manager's secretary will also be low compared to the salary of an MD's secretary or executive assistant. So you can see the difference. And why is this salary varying? It's because of the variable knowledges, the variable certificates and variable fields, but mostly because of the variable knowledges. You would not compare the capacity that the whole executive secretary would give to a lobby receptionist, right? It could be as equally talented, but knowledge and experience is definitely more vast in the terms of the executive secretary. So that's what we're talking about. It's just an illustration to explain what I mean by scalability. So the more you learn, the more you get better, and the higher you get paid. Now, personal growth. Constantly learning and upskilling keeps your mind sharp and opens doors for new opportunities. I cannot stress this enough. I myself, I am a living, breathing proof of how working online is so rewarding in terms of knowledge. It renders so much knowledge because there's a vast compendium of knowledge out there on the net. And when you work online, research and you go together, and you just end up meeting new people and finding new things and learning new things along the way. And I have grown personally since I started the podcast. Talk less of more things that I do online. And yes, it does grow you personally. Now, there are disadvantages to consider. Income skills aren't a magic bullet. There are some challenges that will come along the way. It could be challenges with your self-discipline, for instance. Like, it takes a lot of effort because I'm normally busy during the day and the nights are noisy, and I need a safe haven for you guys so I can record peacefully, right? So I have to wake up by 12, and start recording demos, right? But it takes self-discipline to wake up by 12. What if I'm so lazy and tired to wake up by 12? Or I had an emergency meeting with someone earlier in the day and it closed late and I was back in the house by, let's say, 8, and I still had house chores or something. And then I went to bed working on some paperwork and slept by 11, and I'm now waking up by 12. Isn't that stressful? So self-discipline. You need to be your own motivator and manage your time effectively. And for people who aren't really good in time management, that is hell. And for people who are also not good in keeping to schedules, that is torment. Income fluctuation. You might not be having a steady income as your traditional job, especially starting out. When you're starting out, today you can earn like $5 tomorrow. Oh, there's a boom in business, $15, and then it's just an average. And the next day you just get like $10. But it's really the joy of the whole thing, right? You could also compare it to working professionally. When you start out, you could just have a minimum wage of 15,000 naira. I'm going to use my national currency. You could just have a minimum wage of 15,000 naira, and then you climb and you gain experience, and you ask for a raise, and from 15,000 you get 25,000, and eventually you get 50,000. So as you continue to grow, like I said, in knowledge and experience, your wage increases. But I don't see that as a disadvantage. I just listed it here because it may be a problem for some people. But like I said, it's not a magic bullet. It's not a boom tube. Most of the people that are successful now, when they started, there were stumbles. Like, there were roadblocks. Do you understand? Like, I remember my first podcast ever. Like, the static in the audio was horrible. People have beginnings. Or was it the start of my YT channel? The video quality was horrible. I was 13 and I didn't know what I was doing. People always have a starting point, and it's amazing to see yourself come that far. Sometimes you need that starting point, and that starting point could be $1 or nothing or $2, but it's not bad. If you have consistency, you have discipline, and you believe, and you have that income skill, you are going to make it. You just have to stand out in the end of the day. And that brings us to the next one: competition. The online space can be crowded, so standing out requires dedication and strategic marketing. What does your work offer that her work doesn't offer? You have to bring something to the table that is only exciting and fresh and limited to you. And that is the success with most creators, because they know how to keep an audience. They know what the audience love from them, and they feed it to them, and it keeps the audience coming back. I have come across so many types of creators online. I have seen, religious creators that create content that are edifying of God. I see tech creators, beauty creators, motivational speakers. Yeah, they are creators for motivational speaking. I see like writing creators, I see coding creators, I see YouTube creators, I see student coaches, I see productivity coaches, I see health and fitness coaches. There's so many creators out there, and of course podcast creators like me. I talk about general things. I've come across a lot of creators, and how they keep their blowing is because they focus on giving the audience the spice that they will never taste in any other person's food. Now let us enter the next segment, which is finding your income skill sweet spot, as I like to call it. So how do you know that income skill is right for you? How do you know that it's coding is right for me? How do I know that being having a cooking blog on Instagram is right for me? Here's a roadmap. First of all, identify your strengths and weaknesses. I really want to say this, just because you saw that, oh my god, Hilda Baci succeeded with having a cooking blog and doesn't mean you will succeed too. Don't do something because you saw someone looking good in it and you feel like you're good in that skill. No, you have to make good research and really go in depth on what you are good at and what you're not good at. Like me, I love speaking. I didn't say I love talking. I love speaking. Now, a great man I met once told me that there's a difference between speaking and talking. Talking is ranting, movements of the mouth, bringing out words, ordinary words. But speaking means dropping knowledge. And if you're not dropping knowledge, you are quiet. And I love speaking and I love counseling. Oh, I love giving advice. And so I started having podcasts and shows. And that was my interest and that is my strength. I identify that and it's my sweet spot. So find what you're good at, what you are passionate about. If it's football, you could start a channel where you show off your football skills. When I mean a channel could be plenty things. A channel is just not restricted to YT. A channel could be a blog. A channel could be a social media handle. Or a channel could be YT. It could be so many things. So you could start a channel showing your football skills, etc., etc. And then research in demand skills. Check out online job boards and freelancing platforms to see what skills are most requested. So I don't know how many of you follow online bulletins for jobs that tell you, okay, this is available here, this remote jobs. I do, and I feel like you should find them and you should follow them so that you would know, okay, what skill is really booming. And to also know that you also have AI tools. You could ask ChatGPT, what is the most booming skill on the market? Okay, can you match one of those booming skills to these strengths and weaknesses? These are the beautiful things that AI can do for us. And talking of AI, I have a podcast newly released about the future of modern technology, and it talks a lot about artificial intelligence and where it's heading to. And I mention about the usefulness of AI. Just like I said, now you could use AI to match your strengths and weaknesses to a in-demand skill, and it will bring the most evaluative answer for you. Consider your lifestyle. Yes, please, if you know you are not one for strenuous activities, choose well and choose wisely. I'm saying this because, like I said, don't do something because there is money or you see someone. No, just do it because you love it. Do it because you find it interesting. Do it because it aligns your values, your interest. It's something you see yourself doing and probably not getting tired of. So that's why you should do it. And consider who you are as a person. Like me, I see myself speaking into a recorder about things that I really care about for hours. And it's fine if I don't make money off that podcast that day. right? And I see myself liking it. So consider what you are, consider your values. Do you crave flexibility or stability? How much time can you dedicate to learning your skills? For instance, now you cannot be one kind laissez-faire person and say you want to be a coder or a programmer. Do you know how much discipline it takes? Like now someone can just come and say, build me 3 websites, and then you now use your laissez-faire, nonchalant, laxious attitude and now carry it along the way, Abby. No, you can't. So you need to consider who you are, your personality, and dive into it like that. Free resources to power up your journey. The good news is you don't need a fortune to develop income skills. There are tons of free resources available online. I keep on saying this. If you keep on using the excuse that, oh my god, I don't know where to go, you will never make it. To make money online is not hard. It is not difficult. Just find what you love. Keep it authentic. Keep it real. Keep it disciplined. And put God into it. Put your back into it. And you will do it, bro. It's not as hard as it looks. Yes, it may be hard at first, but it's actually not that hard. So we have massive open online courses, MOOCs. Platforms like Coursera and edX offer free courses on everything from coding to graphic design to marketing. So go check that out. Then YouTube tutorials, a very underrated platform. May I repeat, you'd be surprised at the wealth of free, high quality tutorials available on YouTube. YouTube has taught me so many dishes that I didn't know how to cook before. I learned it on YouTube. I learned how to build a lot of resumes that gave me good opportunities on YouTube. I learned recently how to make a really good business plan on YouTube, and there's a lot of podcast resources I get from YouTube, which I can say spoilers, but YouTube is the game, so go get it. Online communities. Join forums and groups to connect with other learners, share experiences, and get valuable tips. So, like, I am on Instagram. I'm always following who I am, like what profession I'm in, what I like is what I follow. And also my Telegram groups, my WhatsApp groups, they're all about my professional cycle and my interests. So you should shape yours that way. Remember, consistency is key. Consistent learning is key. Dedicate some time each day or week to own your skills and stay updated on the latest trends. For instance, now if you're a writer, know the latest techniques in writing. If you start with a little baroque style in the beginning and then you keep for suspense the paragraph, that's good for you. So learn the trends and stay updated and own your skill. Just do you. You do you. Now let's get some inspiration from real people, some case studies. To inspire you, let us hear some real life examples. Now, these are real people. So, Sarah, a former accountant, leveraged her data analysis skills to become a successful freelance business consultant. You can imagine. David, a stay-at-home dad with a passion for photography, turned his hobby into a thriving income stream by selling his work on stock photo platforms. Now you guys may ask, what is a stock photo platform? Okay, it's just basically where they sell high quality photos by real life photographers, not AI designed. For instance, now I want this photo of like a dog sitting in a tree, so I just go there and it's just $1.99 and I buy it. Stock photo platforms. Now, Maya, a recent college graduate, used her writing skills to build a freelance content writing business, giving her the flexibility to travel the world. She just graduated from college. How many of you listening to this now are students? How many of you are stretched back on your couch thinking you've done things wrong in life because you're not financially independent? Maya is a good college student and she's traveling the world making good cash because she keyed into her skills and she decided to be disciplined. And guess what? She built an empire ahead of her. The digital age offers a lot for you if you could only take it. In my house, like, we're all gigas. When I mean gigas, we're all interested in the gig economy. We are all interested in it. Me, my sisters, my parents, and it's good. It's good because I second, having an online thing apart from your main work. You know, I am pursuing medicine, right? But I still have online jobs. So have that. The digital age offers a treasure trove of income skills to explore. Whether you're looking for a complete career change or a side hustle to boost your income, investing in these skills is an empowering move. Remember, success takes time and effort, but with discipline and perseverance, honey, you are gonna make it through, and you are going to be that B. You are, and you're going to be that N. You can do this. And I'm sending a lot of love as you continue to learn and take advantage of the digital space currently. And go get yourself an income skill. This is Ryan saying stay true, stay positive, and stay motivated. Thank you so much for listening, and I love you. I love the dedication it took you to stay this long. Thank you so much, and bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Go Green. This episode was brought to you by Youthfully, where age is just a number and energy is internal. Ready to join a community that celebrates youthfulness in spirit? Connect with us on social media at youth fully and become a member today. Embrace vitality, embrace youthfully. See you on the youthful side. Hashtag stay youthful, hashtag embrace energy.